谢谢你，
谢谢你。
It is Sunday, May 10th, 2026. This is What Should We Talk About with Jenny Yang. Mama Yang is here.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I like that mom is wearing a Bluetooth like she's an uncle who's doing business.
She's got calls coming
She
in.
got business to do. Happy Mother's Day to my mama. Happy Mother's Day to mothers everywhere. And even the mothers without children, like me, who mothered our mediocre ex-boyfriends every single day.
Literally.
Where are our flowers? Here it is. On today's agenda, listen, we're just going to talk about all the themes of the Good Egg Immigrant Grocery Store stand-up comedy tour.
Yeah.
Okay? We're going to talk about decolonizing our minds. We're going to talk about it growing up a good immigrant kid. We're going to talk about what our definition of family is, what mothering is, even if we don't have children.
Yes.
How's that?
Beautiful.
Let's
I'm
do
ready. I'm
that.
excited.
What should we talk about is our weekly catch-up time with smart and funny people to find joy in an unjust world. We discuss topics submitted by our guests and you, the listener, any topic, current, old, big, small, nerdy, petty, from pop culture to the personal and political. Catch shorter preview episodes wherever you pod. But if you want full episodes, uncut, and bonus episodes, become a paid subscriber at jennyyang.substack.com. So if this episode cuts out, don't get mad. Get subscribing. Hit follow, give us a rating, review wherever you pod. Become an OnlyPaid via Substack. I will read your reviews and messages on the pod, like this one from Colleen Kenny. Thank you. Quote, I found a video on Juliet Liu on Threads that blew my mind. She said, tech pros are failed artists. It is true. It is profound. And it is a part of a long history of people who aren't honest about what they really want and how it relates to Hollywood. Financialists buying studios and media companies so they can be creatively adjacent because they didn't have the stones to be an artist.
Wow.
Colleen. Yes. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you for becoming an OnlyPaid. Send me the messages and reviews, whether or not you're an OnlyPaid. And thanks to Juliet Liu for attracting a new paid subscriber. Come on.
Yes.
My first guest today is a sickening drag queen, fierce business mogul, and lifelong culinary connoisseur who has authored an incredible cookbook, Kimchi Eats the World, and a children's book, Donatella, Hamachi, and the Library Adventures. Yes. He is also a super fun and sweet friend who also shares my love of food and togetherness. Please welcome Sang, aka Kimchi.
Hello. My name
Kimchi.
is Kimchi.
Oh my gosh, Kimchi, I love you so much. Here's my question, Kimchi. What should we talk about?
We can talk about anything, but I say we need to learn to normalize gatekeeping businesses on social media,
Why?
unless it's a POC-owned business.
Oh, okay. Explain more. Where does this come from?
You know, I just feel like so many of these like viral spots that influencers like share on social media
Yeah.
and if it go viral, I feel like after like being in like the food industry like for a while, like a lot of them are just bullshit. Like a lot of these are like paid reviews and like the reviews aren't like genuine.
Yeah.
You know? So
It's just the hype.
Yeah, it's just a hype.
And
So,
the lines are long.
yes. For like no reason. For like a mediocre food that creates like a line that is unnecessarily long for no reason aside from creating like fake scarcity.
Are we
So-
naming names?
I don't want to put any business on blast, I'm not trying to do that here, but normalize gatekeeping mediocre things.
I got you. Thank you so much. Our next guest is expanding palates and minds through cooking, urban gardening, advancing culture, and building community through Drizzle Catering and the Mogu Magu Project. You've seen her on Beat Bobby Flay and as the winner of the Chopped 420 cooking competition. And she's one of my best buds. Chef Wendy Z!
Yay!
Chef Wendy Z. Oh my God, I love you so much. Chef Wendy Z, what should we talk about?
We should talk about how it's not just white people culturally appropriating Asian shit. Asians be culturally appropriating Asian shit.
Okay.
How? Why? Tell me.
Pretty much everything that like everybody's obsessed with Japanese culture, by everybody meaning everybody in America, and the Western world, most of it comes from China. And then also, I think LA has the best Sichuan food in all of America, but there's also a lot of non-Sichuan people opening Sichuan restaurants, and I can tell when I go there, because they don't, like, you can tell it's a very reductive take, and it's like other Chinese people or other Asians owning Sichuan restaurants having that reductive take, so.
Name them.
I'll give you your list if you give me
Yeah,
your
okay.
list.
We'll say it. We're sure off camera.
Shots fired. Okay. I mean, Imperial China's a thing too, but it might be decolonial to think about Japan as having appropriated Chinese matcha culture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say. I'm like, I know some about some of it, but
Okay, here we go. Thank
yeah.
My next guest was born and raised in Los Angeles, one of my favorite Salvadoreños.
Yeah, good job.
Thank God, I'm sweating. Former BuzzFeed editor and the creator of its viral digital series, Better Like. And is currently Latinations Media's vice president of development.
Yes.
And he also co-hosts the iHeartRadio / Sonoro podcast, the Super Secret Bestie Club that I've been on, with his longtime collaborator Maya Murillo. And we first met a long time ago when he ran the BuzzFeed offices, and I was a regular contributor to early BuzzFeed comedy videos. Let's welcome Colleen Velasquez.
I mean, thank you for having me, by the way. I appreciate you. My hot take is a little bit on the sillier end, I would say. I think a lot of people now are saying that they're ADHD, and as somebody who's diagnosed with that, I'm like, not all of us can be ADHD. Not all of us are neurospicy. Some of us just need to learn to wait your turn to talk and stop interrupting people and stop co-opting people who do have neurospiciness. That's my hot take.
Oh, are you saying that some people are not really ADHD, but they're just using it as an excuse to interrupt people?
Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm ADHD and I have this. And I'm like, girl, you can read a contract. I can't sit down long enough to go through page 2 of anything. So we just have different battles. So don't put us in the same category.
Wow.
You're
Okay.
making the viral meme of someone saying I have ADHD, and then someone replying oh my God, you people can't do anything.
Yes.
Oh no.
And then some people printed it out and put it on their wall. I've seen them. They've been like, it's my inspiration anytime I feel like I can't do something because I want to accomplish it out of spite.
I mean, that's a whole other thing, but I think as an ADHDer, I can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's just my brain works differently. And so I see somebody else sorry, it's my ADHD. And I recognize that not all ADHDers are the same.
Yeah.
But still, I'm I'm not out here interrupting people. I made my turn. I can still get my turn to talk.
One of the voices you just heard is my next guest, who's an Emmy-nominated writer and comedian whose credits include Big Mouth and Saved by the Bell reboot. You can listen to her as a regular panelist on NPR's Wait, Don't Tell Me. And when we met, we were little baby writers and performers for a late night talk show. And subsequently, we went to Little India to buy matching 22-karat gold gold chains to celebrate the job. Look at that.
I got it. I'm still wearing it.
Let's welcome Shantira Jackson.
Yay!
Oh my God, Shantira Jackson. What should we talk about?
Okay, I have two. Okay, I think that we should be able to buy Chinese electric vehicles. This is not it's not an open free market, and I'm really disappointed. And I also want all trucks to be smaller. Okay, and then one that's kind of serious is I really think that the solution to a lot of the problems that we have today is punching people. I think that we are letting Karens get away with too much stuff. I think that we are letting white people get away with too much stuff. And if people could just get a good punch and understand that there are repercussions for their bullshit, we could solve a lot of problems.
Just not me. Just not anyone here.
No. I'm like, if somebody's racist, if somebody's racist, you should be able to punch them in the face. That is the solution.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, I'm not mad at it.
Do you have a good punch going?
I do have a good punch.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
I'm not mad at it because we are escalating to a point where political violence is going to be way more
It
common.
is the solution.
Okay. Yes, that's a spicy take. Shantira Jackson. My next guest and final guest is a musician and comedian based in New York that Rolling Stone has recently called a great comedy star. You might know her from her wildly viral every Taylor Swift song and just premiered her new solo comedy show Diversity Shredder at Netflix's Joke Festival this past week. Listen, last September, while I was hanging out with Atsuko Okatsuka in Japan, an Asian American fan stopped us to get a photo with Atsuko and then said, "I know you too," to me. And I was like, "Oh, really?" And that's nice. And she said, "Of course, you're Charlene Kaye."
Yeah.
I mean, look at us.
I mean, the basic
Look at us. That's your camera right there. Look at us. You can look at that camera too.
Where does Jenny end and where do I begin? the bangs. It's the bangs.
Oh my
Separated
god.
uppers.
The bangs.
It's funny because I get compared to Bobby Lee a lot, so that means you're also Bobby Lee.
Yes, I call myself Booby Lee.
Ooh, that's my Bobby Lee cover.
Booby Lee. Charlene Kaye, please welcome. Please welcome. Charlene Kaye, just so you know, Charlene has to leave on time because we started late. Just a heads up. She's not being rude. She's being on time.
I'm being a punctual Virgo.
She's a virgin.
And Charlene, here's my question to you. What should we talk about?
I think we should talk about how we should always clap when the plane lands.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Why?
These pilots are,
Yes.
they deserve our appreciation. We have
Magicians.
just transcended the miracle of gravity holding us down. It is it's a modern marvel that we are caught inside of a steel bird that brings us across the entire planet. And I don't think I think we take it for granted that we're just sitting there in the sky. And also there's a shortage of pilots right now. Not as many people are enrolling to be commercial pilots as they were before because a lot of the Vietnam vets are retiring and they're getting older. And so I think that we need to express appreciation for these folks
100.
that are just putting their good aviation skills to use, and we need to show appreciation for our community.
I agree. I agree with that.
Save the class.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the class.
We should give them more, yeah.
And also,
All of the above.
it'd be nice if the air traffic controllers were treated better.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
Planes don't clip things.
I know.
I saw pushing tin.
And we should treat them better also so they don't fucking lose or break my guitars.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
I agree.
Charlene, thank you so much. On the final mic, heard but kind of seen today. He's the co-founder of marketing and branding company Let's Brand My Sweetie and co-producer of Life. Today's white man who is going to serve us today at the Decolonized afternoon tea. Corey Higgs. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Say hi, Corey.
Now go
Hi.
fetch.
Can I get you anything?
So to your children.
Yes. So, Curly, what did you ask me? What did you ask me? Ready? Ask me, Jenny Yang, what should we talk about? Go.
Jenny Yang, what should we talk about?
Tacos are the perfect food.
They
Yes,
are.
absolutely.
I'm saying it of all the foods in the world. I'm saying it is the perfect food. It's not the food I would eat every day, but I would eat it a lot of the days. Because first of all, they include all of the pre-RFK Jr. food groups: protein, carbs, veggies, fats, and in a compact, portable container that you can eat. You can eat the container, okay? The tortilla is delicious. Flavor combo, the most pound for pound. Salt, acid, umami, flavor. The magic ingredient to all of this is the salsa. Now, yeah, the French have sauces, blah, blah, blah. But the Mexican sauces are next level, and they deserve more respect. Other than the general freshness of the other ingredients in the taco, really, it's the salsa that makes the entire dish. Okay? When you don't have a good, punchy, complex salsa, it can ruin the experience. There are so many incredible tacos in Los Angeles. My favorite taco right now in LA, and that is super accessible to me, is the Al Pastor con Todo at Taqueria Frontera. Al Pastor. Al Pastor.
I can walk there.
Okay, right now.
Brag.
Yeah, brag. Al Pastor, okay? Mexicanos and that Lebanese immigrant influence, you did that. You did that, all right? Gracias por tu servicio. Thank you. Also, gracias por tu servicio.
If we live in LA, like every taco stand is at least guaranteed to be mid.
Yes, and it's still fun.
Yes.
It's so really good.
100%.
It's so flavorful. It's like one of the few things I really feel like you can always count on. It's
Yes.
gonna taste good. It might not be your favorite,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be seasoned.
Yes.
That's right.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. And I love many different foods, but if I were to really choose the perfect food, I just feel like just for size
So good. Yeah.
and impact.
That's the one thing that I can eat like 12 of in one sitting.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, give it all to me, and I don't care. I go up to the menu and I'm like, it's like cabeza, which is head.
Yes.
Tripa, tripe, intestino, whatever's with meat
Yes.
on a tortilla, I
Yeah.
want it.
I'm in.
And I have so many like gay friends that are like picky eaters because it's a gay community neighborhood with some sort of like, you know, body dysmorphia or whatever.
Right?
But tacos are one food that they can universally agree on because it's a lot of protein.
That's right.
Try to get your macros.
Yeah,
That's right.
so good.
Minimal
That's so
carbs.
true.
Sure.
As always, my OnlyPaid's on Substack. Get the entire episode for real talk. If you want to, if you don't want to feel like you're losing your mind, and because we long for a better world filled with fun, love, joy, and cool shit, this is what should we talk about with Jenny Yang. JennyYang.substack.com. Thank you. Number one, Jenny's updates. Here we go. Good Egg has kicked off on TikTok and Instagram. Join my email list at jennyyang.tv for tour announcements. More LA work in progress shows at a reasonable hour. Last 3 Saturdays in May. Tickets at jennyyang.tv. It's where I'm prepping my show for the summer tour. and eventually from our first ever hour.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh.
Exciting. And that's it. And then number 2, why a decolonized afternoon tea? Let's explain. This honestly is going to take up most of today's talk, is us explaining what we're wearing and also what we made. Okay,
Great.
So I've had this vision of doing a decolonized afternoon tea forever because I'm obsessed with afternoon teas. But then when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, like I took my mom to London. 我们去伦敦，记得吗？带你去吃一个像这样子的。We did the official afternoon tea in London, and I was like, oh, it is truly exquisite. But when you think about the amount of like things that it requires and the labor and the teas, I'm like, oh, this is totally just the colonizers' fruit. This is the fruit of all of their colonization squeezed together in this thing called an afternoon tea service. And I was like, well, what would it look like to do a decolonized afternoon tea? And so finally, 3 years later, I'm doing it.
I love that. Thank you for having us too.
Yeah. So this is, let's explain everything here. Right now, this is a lot. We have different beverages. First, we have jasmine tea. It's hot from Taiwan. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
And then if I could have Natalie, my social media person, get up and come and show the close-ups on everything. So basically, we have that. We also have on the side
Yeah.
Chinese. This is Navajo sage tea that I got from I think an indigenous friend. I should really remember, but it is kind of a medicinal herbal thing,
That's good.
right? So you can
So
try
fragrant.
that.
It's very fragrant.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah, and like floral.
这个是什么茶？
有点苦，这个是一个本地人的美国本地人的一
Please
个
find. I want more of this. I need
And
to try
then-
this. This is so good.
We also have Hong Kong milk tea, coffee milk tea. We also, and then we also have a little chai. And then we also have a carajillo, a tequila carajillo, which is really more colonizer because it's Spain, but it's fine. Then we have fresh pan de sal from Auntie D's in the middle right there. I bought it this morning. On the side, Natalie helped me make this Chinese Taiwanese pork sausage and scallion biscuit, savory biscuit.
So excited.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna butter that up with some of this. Do you see this sort of orangey butter?
Ooh.
That is a Mama Teeves garlic chili crisp
Wow.
compound butter. So you're gonna put that onto your scallion
On top, or we
biscuit.
open it?
Whatever.
Okay.
I want
Should we
that
do it now?
Do it now. Do it now.
Hey, Mama who?
Mama Teeves. It's a Cambodian brand.
It's so garlicky.
It's amazing.
Brilliant.
So yeah, just use your spreader and just eat it. You're also welcome to just share the pan de sal and you know you can put the butter. This is this is an LA-based Taiwanese American brand who made a passion fruit spread, and it's I mixed it in the butter. I forgot that it's called Rooted Fair.
Oh yeah,
Rooted Fair. That's your homie.
Yeah.
So you can also put this on your pan de sal if you want to try some of the Filipino pan de sal.
This one's my homie too.
And then if you also want to put on the pan de sal, we just bought this yesterday. Thank you to my friend Taz Ahmed, who's also inspired by Decolonized Afternoon Tea. Ube for ube, purple yam jam. This right here, this right here is a sweet spread that you can put onto your pan de sal. And yeah. So just a little educational moment. Here's an educational moment for you. Did you know that ube is a food that powered colonial resistance in the Philippines? It is not it is ube.
Okay.
It is ube. Just think of it like Spanish. Sorry. So 这个是我们做的。My mom is asking, did we make it or did we buy it? This we made it. This we made it.
Good question.
So yeah, I love that ube is a part of the colonial resistance for the Philippines. Ube is featured in the yam jam as well as the ube polveron, the purple one up top. It's a little candy. And then we have mooncakes I bought also from the Filipino store. We also have this I guess it's like a biko, kind of like a coconut rice mochi type action that's Filipino as well with the red on top. I have coconut flakes, you can see right here. Please correct me what the name of it is because I am overwhelmed with details right now in my brain. We have the mochi here that Chef Wendy made. This is a green tea mochi, right?
Wow.
With strawberry sakura cream on top.
With strawberry sakura
Wow.
cream on top. Then we have Mama Yang's savory sticky rice that she made. It has pork in it.
Yeah.
And then this is also pork. This is kind of like a little mini meatloaf that's Filipino over here, and I just cut it into pieces. It's called embutido, and I got that fresh this morning as well. And this is our share chopsticks. Over here, our very own sang/kimchi made for the first time.
Oh wow.
Bulldog spring rolls.
Oh.
There's cheese in it. I haven't tasted it yet. I hopefully it's good.
And then
It looks beautiful.
And then I made my homage to one of my favorite breakfasts, and because it's a good egg tour this summer, we have to have a good egg.
Yeah.
These are fried quail eggs on top of brioche toast, rubbed with coconut jam. So this is my inspiration for like kaya toast, where you dip it in eggs. That's also with soy sauce, so it's sweet and savory. Then I made a little cucumber sandwich with pimenton cream cheese from the Filipino store.
Nice.
And then we have over there just some Trader Joe's frozen samosas that we heated up, and some egg tarts. On top, our favorite salvadoreño brought empanadas.
So these are our version of empanadas. In other Latin American countries, empanadas are usually savory. For us, they're actually sweet. They're made out of plantain and like a milk custard inside.
Yes.
We eat a lot of plantains in Salvadorian culture as well.
So it's like a little sweet
It's more of a
empanada
sweet
on the
dessert,
top
yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Did you fry those?
They are fried, but I went to like a smaller restaurant in Inglewood to pick these up.
Yeah.
Yum.
Very impressive fry.
Oh,
you made it.
Yeah.
Made a sauce for the samosas too. So there's a
Corey
green,
made a sauce, a green
Thank
sauce.
you.
yes,
Very
out of
beautiful.
herbs in our garden.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I think that's it. Oh, a cake. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
butt
And
cake
there's
that
a
you
butt
got.
cake.
Yeah, I got a
Yes.
red velvet cake.
Oh.
I am Southern, and Black Southern people really love Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
So I grew up having my grandmother would make sweet potato pie and red velvet depending on the season.
Please eat.
Yeah,
Please
so
eat.
that's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Jelly.
Oh,
Remember.
don't forget, in the other tier over there, Chef Wendy made fresh lychee jelly.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it has like a layer of coconut.
Yeah,
flavor.
it's
Mm.
coconut. It's coconut,
Oh.
osmanthus, lychee jelly with a full lychee with every.
So beautiful.
Oh,
My
right.
favorite.
Dope.
Okay, so we messed up, and in all of this madness, we're cleaning up now. We realized we didn't put out the deviled eggs that Corey made, and it's so good. What are these? These are fermented tofu.
So it's a aioli that we incorporated fermented tofu and Taiwanese fermented tofu, and then some fried shallots with chives.
They're so good, Corey.
As long as you like them and got to try them, then that's what matters.
What do you think, Mommy? Very good. Delicious. Corey made it. Fermented tofu from Taiwan. Yeah. So as we eat, it would be great if we all kind of take turns talking about what we wore today. Because what I told them was, we're gonna wear in the style, literal or figurative, of what we wish we could have grown up to be or grown up as. So when you were a kid, what did you want to be but you felt repressed and you didn't do it? So what was that? What was that? What would be the decolonial version of who you are? And so I'll start. I wore a little tie because I grew up in a man's house, very patriarchal. And as a kid, I was like, men have the power. Why are they allowed to do that? I want to be more of a guy. I want to wear men things. It wasn't like gender dysphoria. It was literally just like the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Does your mom want any of this, by the way?
Oh, ma.
Does anyone want
I'll
latte?
help her.
I feel like
Oh, it's latte time.
dangerous
It's
territory.
fake latte.
So
This
you
is
wore
different.
your tie as a way to kind of push back on masculinity
Yes.
in a way that wasn't afforded to you before.
I think so, yeah. Because
给我一个了。
对，
我先
这是我的。
要一个吗？
yeah, so that's what I did.
Um,
That's so who would like to go next?
I can go next.
Yeah.
不用，谢谢。
I feel,
很香啊。
you know, I'm what I consider myself like a fashion nerd, and I've always been into like fashion, and I've always wanted to dress very fashionable. But growing up in like a small town, Michigan, you know, everybody wore Abercrombie, and that was just like not a thing.
Right.
And then when I was in Chicago, like I was like so busy working, trying to make ends meet, that I just couldn't afford to buy anything. So I never got to be like the fashion gate that I like wanted to be.
Okay.
So nowadays, like more than ever, I try to like not to sound like so hollow and like superficial, but like every time I leave the house, I want to make it a fashion moment, even though I don't see anyone I know. You know, so I want to be like fashionable in every aspect of my life.
I love that.
I love that. I think that's not weird to say. I think it's nice to show up for yourself in the way that you feel good. Every day. Like I don't wear sweats and sweaters around the house because like even when I'm at home, I want to walk by a mirror and be like, God damn. Let's look at that little coordinated outfit. So I feel you on that. I think that's really beautiful that you do that.
And I don't want to like tie myself down to like any style, so like maybe I'll, you know, and today's kind of like fantasy looking, you know,
look good
and feels like the concept that I want to wear today.
Yeah.
I love that. I would say that I missed that part of the email, the part where it said I have to wear something decolonized, but it's interesting that I'm wearing what I'm wearing because I think that for a lot of people, the Dodgers and the LA Cap, it represents LA culture in a lot of ways, like black and brown culture in LA. But it actually started through colonization, right? Like the Dodger Stadium was built on a very Latino town, and people were moved out of their homes, forced out of their homes, in order to build this huge stadium. And now, years later, it is a massive field where it's predominantly black and brown people in there, a lot of Latinos who are repping the culture. You know, if I wear this blue hat anywhere else, like people would kind of see it as a symbol that is very Latino in a lot of ways, but it is rooted in our displacement and in our colonization. So I didn't pick it. I probably would have wanted something differently if I remembered or would have read that part of the email.
That's okay, but it represents the story.
Here we are, yeah. And in terms of, I think, like how it's made me, like, I think as I've gotten older, I've leaned a little bit more into like my masculinity. As a young kid, I actually, for years, since I was 18, believed that I was going to be a girl. I thought I was just late. Like I was like, oh, my period, that's weird. My period. And so as I've gotten older, I'm like, oh, okay, like I still feel like my higher spirit is this beautiful old lady somewhere, like planting potatoes on the other side. But I'm her son and I'm her boy in this life. So in this life, she gets to be like, you know, it'd be really cute if we got you in a cute little outfit, cute little Dodger hat. So I feel like I'm an expression of maybe something I didn't think was for me as a young individual, as a young kid.
I love that.
Thank you.
Oh, can I just say, Natalie, holding that camera right now, pretty good stone.
Yeah.
You did that. You did that.
Pretty sausage with scallions, and then rub a little garlic butter.
Butter is crazy.
Garlic chili crisp.
So good.
Right? Y'all can make your own compound butters just in real life.
So good.
Even this is
It doesn't even take that much, honestly, to make.
I know. And then honestly, can I just tell you, this is like a sweet and savory, my homage to Kaya Toast Breakfast.
It's so good.
Shout out to the Malaysians.
Yeah.
You drizzle just a little bit of soy sauce on top and then the coconut jam.
That's so good.
Ready? I'm gonna pop it in.
The sticky rice is so good too.
You guys, this is like the anti-reality TV eating situation. Because they're never eating it.
Yeah.
Food's just on the table.
Well, just wait until we start punching each other in the face.
Listen, if you want to throw some wine,
You bitch.
So good. That egg is so perfectly
That egg
cooked.
changes everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
good job on frying the egg.
Yeah, it was so good.
Green sauce is crazy.
Anyone else want to go?
Like
I'll
it?
go.
Nice. It was my
What
first
did
time
you grow
trying
up wanting to
right?
be, but you felt like you couldn't?
I literally just was like, whatever it works.
I wore a Beyonce shirt because I'll be honest, I grew up in a family that really poured into me that I was a person who mattered. I'm from the South. I'm from Florida. And my grandparents and my parents were very much people who were like, you were smart. You are somebody who can do whatever you wanted to do. And you are growing up in a world where like white people in society aren't going to believe that for you. So I wore this Beyonce shirt because growing up, I grew up in a family of people who really poured into me. And what I wanted in the world was to be like a black girl that people liked. A white girl who people liked while they got to be themselves. So I always felt like myself. And I think of anything, I was confused because I would go home and have these people who I really thought were like smart and funny and they cared about me. And then I would go to school and people would be like mean to me. And I'd be like, I don't know, my cousin Jazz thinks I'm so funny. And I was like, and she's the coolest person I know. So like, something's not hitting. You know what I mean? So like, I wore this Beyonce shirt because like, the older I get, I've never felt more black, more connected to my blackness. I've never felt more queer, connected to my queerness. And I think that I really love Beyonce for a lot of reasons, but her being from Texas and like really as she has gotten older as an artist, she has connected more with her culture and her blackness and even with the queer community. So I think that like when I was growing up, I wanted to be seen. I like wanted people to like me the way that I was. And so that's why I wore that. I also, even though we took off our shoes, I wore a pair of Jordans because just like Kimchi, I like didn't get Jordans growing up. So I was like, I wanted cool shoes. You know what I mean? I wanted to wear like a Tommy Hilfiger jacket, like a Leah, but like I wasn't really able to do that. So like when I got older and I got a little money, I was like, I should buy a pair of Jordans. So like it was also something that like childhood me really wanted. So that's why I'm wearing what I'm wearing.
Beautiful.
So good. I want to clap for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
These are black tea
We can only
gloves
really go
clap.
Yes, soft clap.
Yeah.
Can I also just insert as we keep going, as I'm discovering every single new item? This is so good.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
so
love
good.
it. I love
Can't
it.
wait to eat that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
It's spicy.
Uh-huh.
Is this cheese?
Cheese, yeah.
So there's so look.
You want to slip one thing? Is this spicy? I got
Here,
it.
Let's find
Natalie,
out.
come over here.
It's the right amount of spice.
Natalie, come over here. Give me
Now you
show
figure a whole
closer.
one out, then just go ahead and
I have a stomach of an 8-year-old man.
It's an enjoyable
yeah,
spice.
try half
The
a bit. See
bulldog?
what it thinks. What it
The
thinks.
cheese.
But
It's so
also
spicy.
Please clear with me.
There's more, so please have
Cheers.
questions.
I definitely will. That was
Man,
awesome.
the cheese.
It's really flavorful.
It's mostly you guys watching us eat right now.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I'll go.
the audio. This is just going to be chewing noises.
People like that.
Yeah, right.
People pay good money for that.
Charlene, so how are you dressing? How is it?
Okay.
How is it what you want it to be?
So when I was young, I loved music. I always wanted to be a rock star. There were no Asians in music. And what my mom put me in classical music lessons, but it's not really what I resonated with. And then I discovered guitar, and I discovered Blink-182. I discovered metal. I discovered punk, and I started to worship David Bowie and like rock idols, but most of them were white dudes. And so I never really saw myself in rock music. And so when I started to play music, and now especially doing musical comedy, I feel like I want to show up as like the loudest, most unapologetic version of myself, and that is what my younger self would have wanted. The show that I just wrote is all about the lack of representation of Asian folks in the music industry, and it's been very, very healing to go up there and be what I wanted my younger self to be.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions too after.
I'm still chewing.
Oh shit, it's good.
It's so spicy.
good.
Let's spice
really
on
good.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Hey,
finish
Mom.
it in case
My
it's
mom-
spicy be the one of you.
My mom can't handle too much spice. She's like, oh, it's pretty spicy.
It's very good.
Ooh, it is spicy.
Thanks, Mom. I'll finish it if you guys don't like it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not smiling.
Thank you.
I will buy some to take them home.
Oh, hell yeah. Don't mind me.
我们再去继续. Okay, who else would like to go next? You?
Today? Oh, we're not going out. We're talking about our outfits and sorry, I'm just like so into
I know. No, your
This is
outfits?
my second cocktail.
It's your second cocktail?
Yeah, we're on our second.
I mean, I'm at brunch.
Good job. Cheers. Yeah, so what did you dress as? What did you want to be growing up that you didn't get to be?
I think I did get to be it. So then I just dressed as both of those. So underneath I have a like what would you call this? Like a yoga outfit, like a hiking outfit, just athleisure stuff. Because I was always in nature, climbing trees, doing tomboy shit.
Yeah.
But also when I was a kid, I had this organza dress that I only got to wear like maybe on my birthday because it was just so extra and poofy. but if it was up to me, I would wear that every day. You know, so
I love it.
It's
I
so
kinda
cute.
want both,
Uh-huh.
you
I
know,
love it.
I'm
You're
like
just someone who can do both.
exactly, and I wear sneakers, so it's like I'm always ready to go for an adventure, but. You know, I love some organza flowy shit.
Yeah.
Also, you're just
whimsical. Sorry,
no, go ahead.
whimsical leisure.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Now you're putting like words to the aesthetic.
Mhm.
That's totally me.
You also
Wow.
just, I think in general, you just like a vibe. You know what I mean? Just the hair alone.
Yeah.
Just the hair alone.
Green hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it's styled really cute too.
Mhm.
Nice little high.
Very
pony.
glamorous.
Love a high pony.
Yeah.
I don't have it here, but I love pony.
Yeah.
Your hair though, the
There's
the other color, yeah.
the gold.
Yeah.
The slutty summer blonde.
Oh, yes, slutty summer blonde. Yes, I'm back to my natural color when I was born.
Decolonized.
Yes, we colonized that hair.
I love Wendy does this really cool project called Mogu Magu. You want to tell folks about it?
Sure, yeah. So mogu magu. Mogu means Chinese. In Chinese, it means mushroom. Magu is the hem goddess of longevity, protector of women, of Taoism. So this is this mythology about this Taoist goddess. She's this woman with these witchy long fingernails who lived in the mountains, and she foraged mushrooms and herbs and made elixirs and then diluted it for mortals. And she was just a big part of Taoism, but then now her history's kind of been erased. So with our Mogu Magu collective, which is the AAPI Food and Cannabis and Healing Collective, we are reclaiming a lot of the history around her mythology and reinterpreting it for the future, because we see so many other women who and femmes who just represent her, who are healing their communities in our modern day contemporary ways. So
Beautiful.
the collective is all about that, and Jenny's been a great collaborator for us.
Love that.
Yeah, because she's a Magu too, you know.
I got to go to one of the Mago dinners and everything was so good. So I feel like
Thank
That sounds
you.
amazing.
you'd be like missing out if you like didn't go check it out when you had a chance.
You gotta go.
So is it rooted in like Taoism?
Yes, which Taoism is like actually super cool, because when I started, because my parents were always like, oh, you should read this big book about Taoism when I was a kid, and I was like, no, thank you. That's I'd rather be outside and, you know,
Great.
hanging out with my friends and other cute boys. And then,
Yeah.
but like, because when you grow up in China, like Confucianism, even here, people are like, Confucius says this, and I was. But then when you really get to know Confucius, he's kind of a dick. He's kind of the reason why everything is very like patriarchal and centered around, you know, and all the filial piety shit. It's like all is about centering this one single man in the household, and not even in the, you know, nuclear family way that most Americans think about it, but like the entire family, you know, structure
Wow.
of Chinese families.
Around one man or all the men?
No. One man. Well, all the men, but there's a hierarchy to the
Yes,
men too,
yeah.
because
Wow.
of seniority
Mhm.
and all this shit. And so it's all about honoring the family structure, supporting that one central
That one
man.
patriarch.
Yeah, that one patriarch, exactly. Whereas Taoism is much more feminist and like, like,
Give me the chills.
yeah, I mean they've got their own issues too. Like, but for example, like in Taoism, the goddesses and the gods have the same power. And also Taoism preaches for feminist ways of leadership. So even if you're going to be a man who's going to be a leader, you need to carry feminist values to be able to be a good leader for
Wow.
Taoism. And it's a lot of like, it talks about death a lot as a form of rebirth. It's a necessary form of rebirth. So it's also this continuum. So like us doing Mogu Magu and us digging more into this ancient mythology of this figure just got us more excited about our own culture, because, you know, I grew up in China and then I moved to America. So I'm like always still outside, even if I'm there, I'm outside, I'm here, I'm outside. So I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
We're just in the
yeah,
in between,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Send me that
And-
book.
Yeah, I've been as of recently been feeling more and more called to Taoism.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of like the colonization of religion and faith in God and just what a lot of people feel like they can't connect in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
And my understanding with Taoism, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is that it's like there's also just this universal energy, right? That is like
it's very energy.
It's the energy, right? Versus like a man at the top on a throne who's judging everything and who's like this and this and this. And I think that I love the idea of this energy that creates us all. You know, like Maya Angelou, like my favorite Aries. She would say like that which made the mountain and the flea and the stars also made me. And so you think about all the different energies, and I think what faith has that, like what spirituality, and it, all roads have been leading me back to Taoism in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Well, that's a deconstruction too, you know? Like, I grew up Southern Baptist, and the older I get, I am not praying to a man. Get on my knees and worship a white man?
No.
We have got to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that, like, the older I get, my deconstruction from that, I always feel spiritual, but like I also like, and then that's just also me coming from where I'm from and being the identities that I am. I mean, like I even think about queerness. Like I was already Black and a woman from the South, and I was like, oh, now I gotta be gay. I'm exhausted. I was like, pick a struggle, bitch. So then, the older I get, the less interest I have in the church as an entity, you know. So like I said, send me that book. Because I do not be praying to him. I be praying. I be like talking to Mother Earth. I be talking.
You have
like,
to.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, Mr. Jesus. No.
No.
Not me personally. And I think the deconstruction of Black people from Christianity is very interesting as we move forward in this country. I think that also I'll just say like that's the only thing left over from slavery was us worshiping the same God as our oppressor. So we can talk about it later.
That's also super interesting. So,
Yeah.
Like, I refuse to have any sort of white figures in my house. Like, La Virgen de Guadalupe, I have her tattooed on my back. She is a product of Spanish rule over the indigenous people in this community in Mexico. But a lot of her roots come from Tonantzin, who is like the, I believe she's Aztec, like the goddess. And forgive me if I'm wrong and I missed that. But it's also rooted in like African culture as well, right? And a lot of people, like they really worship La Virgen de Guadalupe. She's a big part of our culture. One of my favorite things is I used to live kind of like on the border of South Central and Mid-City, and there was a soccer store, and they had this beautiful mural of Guadalupe in the front, and they were telling me that a lot of taggers would come and tag over their shop for years, no matter what they painted on there. But the minute they painted La Virgen de Guadalupe, like the streets just respected her. So like she has not been tagged over. She's remained intact. And so I think like, you know, a lot of us still carry part of our indigeneity and part of like, you know, enslaved Africans that were brought over. And so I love talking about, so in my house, I only have La Virgen de Guadalupe, Santa Bárbara Africana, who literally is the Black Virgin Mary holding a Black baby Jesus, Marta la Iluminadora, kind of another figure who has she's a Black woman with a Black baby and a snake, based off of...
Interested.
Yeah. And they are powerful, and so you kind of think like, how do you come like back to that, right? Like,
And she also has a blonde buzz cut.
Send me the book.
I know.
Yeah, I do think that like that, the religiosity of it all, because I like church. I like community, and the music slaps.
Yeah.
I remember when I decided to leave my old church, I was like sitting in there and the pastor was saying some stuff, some fuck ass shit. And then I remember being like, oh, God, I'm gonna miss this choir, but I'll never be back.
That's how they try to get me in when I was in high school. All my evangelical Korean Christian friends. They're like, just come to Friday night fellowship. We're gonna do youth choir.
They try to get you with pizza. It's like,
I'm like, I am a tenor. We sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, praises to your name. You know what I mean? Oh Lord, you know.
That was beautiful.
That's my tenor.
I can see why
that's not
you're
tenor. That's my alto or whatever.
Fun fact, I feel like people don't ever know this about me, but I used to lead the guitar and the lead vocals for my church.
Wait a minute.
Worship leaders.
Do we all play musical instruments and sing here? Should we start a band? No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Decolonized
We-
rock.
Yes. Charlene's our band leader.
I was in the
Listen,
church
I-
choir when I was
What?
in elementary school.
Oh my god. What were you gonna say, Charlene?
Oh, so when I was younger, my mother would take me to church and then she would turn her ass around and drive home. And so we would be in the pews being lectured about how if we ever masturbated, then we would become sex addicts and die.